I think that, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's on. It's on now. Oh, it is. It is definitely the word on. Not off. Not in. Too far. We've now taken it too far. What do you do? Okay. I'm going to draw a duck. With a pen I don't have. Shit. I don't have a pen. Does anybody have a pen I can borrow? For this damn duck. For this goddamn duck. Why did I just say that? I know better than that. Sorry. And I mean that. That's another thing I've been struggling with. Is when I say sorry to God, am I being silly? Am I being facetious? I don't think so. But I've just spent so much time in my life being ironic about. It's confusing sometimes. Am I lying? Am I a liar? It's hard to say. But I'm gonna try to be more clear about my intentions as we as we as we as we is this I wonder if I can even be heard too. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't look at my numbers. And then the no, that looks legit. That seems pretty legit. That seems too legit to quit. I'm not quitting. All right. Let's draw a duck. Let's see how it comes out because I was wondering if it would when I draw it, if it would look like a duck. Does that look like a duck bill? It could be a duck bill, right? I mean, if you attached it to a head. I don't know if I want it that big though. See how big it is next to my finger? Shouldn't it have an open mouth? And that's not what duck necks look like. Cut. Ducks don't have necks. That's not it. Cut. Just be cool about it. Shit, what do ducks look like? What the hell does a duck look like? I gotta look it up. Maybe I do the full circle first. And then just put a duck bill on it. That's pretty legit. Hey, there we go. That looks kind of like a duck. I would stand by that and say, well, it looks like a duck. Right? That's pretty legit. But we could do smaller. Let's make it small because I don't really want a giant duck tattoo. Hey, we're getting closer. What if we do the body first? That's not it. Okay. First I'm going to pull out the in-between sheet, the transfer paper sheet, the way the good Lord intended, and we will try again at the duck. That's really not it. I know for a fact that if I tattooed that on me, I would regret it. Don't give yourself a tattoo you might regret. Unless you want to. Actually, that message completely goes against everything I would normally say about making your tattoos. Because I sort of like embarrassing myself, I found. I like a good embarrassing moment. And if I can make that permanent, if I can make a moment that embarrasses me permanent for the rest of my life, what better situation could there be? So we try again. This time, successfully, I'm sure. That's really not it. That is bad. Don't tattoo that on you, Bram. Okay, I won't. Does it need a hump? No. I keep trying to give it this little hump, but it doesn't really want that. Maybe I should just tattoo this freehand, and then just stick with what I end up with. No, I'm glad I'm not doing that. because these are all really horrible. This is all really turning out what we call going downhill in the industry. Not good. Not what you want from the situation. There we don't go. That's not it either. I wonder if it needs more of a breast. That's what it is. Ducks have breasts. That's what I like about them. Should we talk about the anatomy of a duck today? Because it gets pretty weird if you get into it. On like their like penises and vaginas. You know, when they talk about the birds and the bees, what they don't tell you is that some birds have twisted dicks. And some bees don't even have penises. Did you know that? I don't know why they talk about the birds and the bees. Queen bees, maybe? Like, don't be a bee? Maybe it's about going to work? Stingers? I guess it could be stingers. This isn't working the way I wanted it to. And so we have the body. I think it needs to be bigger. It needs some thickness to it. I keep trying to make it a skinny duck, and ducks just aren't skinny. They're not naturally skinny creatures because they need buoyancy. This is getting weird. I'm not putting enough love into the shape of this duck. I'm just trying to make a shape. And I don't know how to stop myself from that. I don't know how to fix that. So it's tricky. Do I try harder? Do I go slower? I don't think so. I think I just need to be better at drawing. 'Cause that kind of looks... This one looks like a duck. Maybe I should just tattoo that one. And just deal with it. You know, give it a little weird eyeball. And just go with it. Does that one have transfer pencil on it? How can I recreate that? It's because it does have a little bit of a hump on the back. Maybe I need to come back to that shape. Let's try that one again. Is this where my pen is? Yeah, it is. So I did the head first. And then... Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. That's like a little duck. Yeah, let's do it. Here's a perfect example of how sometimes you just gotta go with an embarrassing one. It's not a good drawing. You don't have to make a good drawing because personality is more important than art or something. Right? I mean, not entirely. But this is kind of an ugly picture of a duck. But you know what it is, and that's what's important. You know, we can all tell what's going on there. It's a duck. Clearly. I'm nervous about giving that myself as a tattoo. Let's actually make it a tiny bit bigger. I'm not going to do that. Not because it's not a good drawing, but because I want it to be bigger. I want it to be even more visible on how embarrassing of an... Maybe I'd go with this one. No, I don't like the mouth on it. It's kind of nice, actually. Now that I'm giving it a reconsider... Let's try again. A little bit bigger. Not quite as big as that one. That's not it. That's going to look weird. Woo! Look how clean that one turned out. It does not look right, but it does not look wrong. I like that little guy. Is it bigger than this little guy? No, they're the same size. You know what? I do like the old one better. Let's keep going. Let's give it one more draw. I don't really have time to be picky here. because I have to go pick up my daughter for school soon. So let's just deal with this one. Let's do that one. It's ugly. And that's okay. It's an ugly duckling. We like that here. That's what this shows. Oh! I almost just fucked up that whole picture. That's what this is all about. So we rip it off. Right? There we go. That's a good, that is worth tattooing. So now I just need some deodorant to transfer it to my skin. And then we can start poking it. That's fun. That's a good one. I stand by that one. That's going to be a nice picture. So, we get our box with our deodorant in it. And I'll grab a needle while I'm in here, somewhere. I keep my needles. We're going to be good to go. We're going to be good to go. Ew, it's covered in soap or something. The messiest thing in my box is soap. I'm not like putting gunk in there. It's just soap, and soap kills germs. So why would I worry about it being on my supplies? Even my needles, if they come out wet, but they're covered in soap, who cares? It's soap. Okay, I got plenty of time. We are making fine time, folks. I'm going to be wiping with a classic t-shirt today because I'm all out of paper towels, and I'm not the kind of guy who can just afford paper towels all the time. Now, do I put it next to my Squidward tat and my mouse? I think I put it, or do I put it between the Squidward and the pizza? I think it's best if I fit it down in here, under the pizza and tutorial. Maybe I even put it upside down so that it's going duckbill under the pizza. Can it fit way under the pizza? Can I fit it in the pizza slice? It looks like I can, actually. That's a tight fit, but I kind of like that, because I like to fill the gaps in. That's nice. Let's fill in some of those gaps. Let's see if I can fit it right in here. Ooh, even in here. Alright, that's eventually going to need a sick tattoo. But for now, I think if I can get it to fit in there. Let's try it. This is going to be real tight. A real tight fit. But I'm used to that. Ask my girlfriend. My wife, excuse me. Horrible. Horrible habit. My wife. Now, if I could just figure out the proper placement. Is it going to touch? I think it's touching. God damn it. That's really not what you want. I would rather it was touching the pizza than the bear trap. Actually, that's pretty legit. I could just give it a smaller beak, and it would fit right in there. I think I should place it again. I'm going to take another swing at that, because we don't want to. I'm really not trying to interfere, but it's really close. That's a nice fit. It does fit in there. It just needs to be perfect. Because I could just pull it back a little bit, and then it's like the head is right up against the pizza, and the beak doesn't need to touch the chain. Now I think I'm touching the pizza. Now I think I messed up in the other direction. Actually, that might be perfect. Let's find out. Let's find out if this turned out perfect. Ooh, it's touching the tutorial. Okay, I'm only going to get one more swing at this, because it's not a very good stencil. And I really hope I don't have to, you know, I really hope I don't need to flippin' frickin'. Okay. With coffee, I can do anything. That might not be a good fit. It might actually be a bad fit. Let's just put it over here. I'll put a smaller tattoo in there. That's where a smaller tattoo can go. This one is going to go right up by the pizza. And then I just know it'll fit. If this is touching another tattoo, I'm going to freak out. I promise. That's my promise to you, is you'll get a little freak out from this one. If I must. But let's find out. We're good. It's in there. Perfect fit. We got a perfect fit. Alright. Now we just got to let that dry off, because you don't want to start poking before your stencil's dry. Trust me. Because what you're going to do is mess it up. Yay, a little rubber ducky tattoo. This is going to be fun. Ooh. So, to the nobody. To the classic nobody. How are you? How's it going? Is it good? Is that why you're not here? Live? Every day? Is it because it's too early? Is that what it is? You don't think I know? You don't think I know that it's too early and that it's just not going to happen right now? And that this isn't just practice for when it's time to start actually doing it every day at a reasonable time? I wish I could stream at a reasonable time. But it's just not in the cards right now. I not have to, but I get to hang out with my daughter every single day. And it makes me happy, but it also makes me miss you. Because I can't be tattooing in front of her. I can't go tattoo in front of my daughter. Are you kidding me? And it would not work. That would be irresponsible. Now, is it... Hey, Stizzy, what the fuck? You're creeping me out. Is it any more responsible to tattoo every day not in front of my daughter? And have video evidence of it all over the internet? I don't know. I'm not actually sure that it's any better. But it feels weird to be poking myself with a needle in front of her. And if I was going to do that every day, that's core memories right there. You know? It's okay if she's got core memories of, like, Dad's got new tattoos every day. But having a core memory of Dad poking himself with a needle every day, that's a whole separate issue. Is there proof of that? No. But I'm not into science. You know, I listen to God, and God said... I wish I could hear him sometimes. I don't know what he says. It's hard. But I'm trying to imagine what he would say if he were a person and a man. That's a very confusing thing for me to try to grapple with, is my daughter keeps trying to tell me that Jesus is God. And I'm like, whoa. Chill out on that for a second. Nobody knows, okay? And if God is a man, it's really hard to imagine listening to him and taking him seriously. Because it's just like, you're just some dude. He came from a vagina. That's why I like God being the person who impregnated a woman with spirit and made a man. I don't even know. That's another confusing thing. When you read that story, they do say that it's a Virgin Mary and it's a virgin birth. But it also kind of implies, in a way, I'm not trying to question it or anything, but it sort of implies that, like, God told Joseph that it was a Virgin Mary. And I think it even says, like, God just told Joseph, like, just have faith. and Mary just said she was a virgin. I'm probably doing this all wrong right now, and I probably shouldn't talk on shit I don't know, but it almost sounds like it's really about how cool Joseph is for fathering the child that isn't his. And it's not really about the Virgin Mary. It's a little weird. And then it makes it sort of imply that like, what if, like, Jesus was just raised by such a good man, by Joseph, because he didn't care. Like, he was such a good man that he didn't care that his wife cheated on him. And then he raised Jesus to be that good of a better man than he. Now I'm taking it too far. I'm losing all the Christians. Not that I can't imagine that. I mean, maybe Jason. Maybe Jason's like, I gotta get out of here. I don't even know if Jason's Christian. But I need a spoon now. And I'm going way off track. Where's my spoon? Can I get one? Can I have one, please? I think my stencil's dry by about now. And I just need this spoon. This dirty spoon from my box. Yes. Yes. Alright. Don't question the Bible. Don't question what people say about the Bible. What is the Bible? I need to read that thing before I start saying stuff about it. And maybe I just shouldn't be saying stuff about it, because people have heard enough from their asshole parents. Everybody's asshole parents told them the wrong stuff about the Bible. Or they said, how many kids got beat up by a parent who was saying, I'm doing this because God said I should. That's the worst part. There's a lot of people who just don't like the Bible because their parents are assholes and their parents liked it. But if you gave it a chance, I'm lucky. My parents didn't say shit about the Bible, so now I get to figure it out. And I feel very blessed for that I get to come at this whole thing with an unbiased perspective. So there's that. There's also cleaning spoons, which is never in the Bible. I googled it. What does the Bible say about cleaning spoons for tattoos? Nothing. Google said there are no results for that search. And at first I thought, why am I cleaning the back of the spoon? I'm just getting more germs. More transferring of germs. I just put a little bit of soap on the spoon. I put a little soap on the spoon. And then I dip my t-shirt in water. And then I wipe the soap off the spoon. That's all I do. Am I crazy? Does that make me a madman? Maybe. Who knows? It's not really my place to argue or to discuss or something. I don't know. Now I'm doing it wrong again. When you touch the spoon with the wrong part of the shirt, you really start to realize how dirty this whole process is. But this shirt has been sitting in the closet for long enough that I feel like it's just clean from germs not being able to survive on surfaces that long. You know what I mean? Like, that's the main thing with my cleanliness, is if if you just leave a shirt not touching anything for like weeks, eventually everything on it dies. I'm running out of time now. Let's get some ink on this spoon and get poking. Where is this gonna? That's gonna go right there. That's a good angle. Solid angle, Bram. It's all about the angles. Yeah. We're doing it. Do more of that. And then more of this. And then this can come down a little bit. Again, this is my vanity. Welcome to it. You're welcome to it. Have at it. Have at ye, vanity. And spill a little bit of ink while you're at it, because nobody's watching. Except God. Alright. Thanks, God. When you guys aren't here, and I'm still poking, I'm just like, I always got that guy watching. And he's disappointed. I bet. I bet money. He's less disappointed, though, than if I was doing this and I was gay. Okay, too far. You just gotta take it across the line sometimes so you can pull it back. And then we need a little lube. Okay. And then we want to make the lube even, so spread it around a little bit. Okay, this is going to be a nice one. I can already tell. I like a good easy tat. I like a good simple lines. Simple lines and ink and poking. Here it is. That's nice. That's a good angle. So yeah, we have a rubber ducky today. It wasn't actually recommended that I do a rubber ducky. It was actually just recommended that I do a duck. But I'm not good at ducks. A duck is a whole anatomical situation, where a rubber ducky is a simple symbolic representation of the duck and of bath time fun, which is, more important. One of the most bath times funs that I remember is, that was a weird way to start the sentence, but I haven't had a lot of bath time fun since my daughter got old enough to take showers. Because once they're in the shower, you don't really get to go help them clean themselves anymore. And you just have to accept that. But when she was taking baths, we used to play with toys and make bubble fun. And ducks is a classic for that. That's what this is probably about. This is going to represent bath time in the least bath way. This is more about the fun of bath time. Because we don't get to do that anymore. I remember when my daughter started taking showers, she was like, "Can I take showers now?" And I was like, "Oh no, I never get to have bath time fun again." And then the next few times that she asked if we could play bath time stuff, I was like, "Just take a shower, jeez. What do you think I am, some sort of bath monitor? Not in my house." So, I probably deserved it. But I'm gonna miss it. I've got a new baby on the way now, so we get to reinvigorate the bath time fun. And we'll get to play with all kinds of duckies. And I'll probably take advantage of it better this second time around, now that I know what I'll be missing out on when it's gone again. But yeah, rubber ducky used to be pretty much the only bath toy, I think. You could get a boat. You could get a submarine, or even a cup. Cups make a good bath time toy. But the rubber ducky, there's whole songs about it. They've got whole songs about rubber ducks. So, that's what this represents. It's not about ducks. No offense to I'm the crazy kid, but this tattoo is not about ducks. This is about bath time fun. Also, as I wrote about, it's about the claw machine situation. Have you seen the claw machines where they got you win no matter what you do? And you just get a rubber ducky? That's fun. That's a good time. Because you just you put $1 in there, and it says right on the machine, it says play till you win or something like that. And it's full of all these different rubber ducks, different colors, different faces, and you can actually win. You can actually get a duck from one of these things. It's crazy. Where it used to be, the only machines that you could guarantee a win was the candy ones, and you'd get like a piece of candy from it. You'd get like 10 pieces of candy even. You can get multiple ducks from these duck machines. These duck claw machines, they'll literally give you, like, I've gotten 4 ducks in one claw grab for $1. It's crazy. Now, how much does a duck cost to manufacture? Probably not much. Probably less than 5 cents. If they're, willing to just give them away and still try to profit off of the claw machine. Because they have to make enough profit off each duck where eventually the machine itself is paid for as well. Because those machines aren't cheap. That was always the point where I was like, there is no way. Because then they also have to pay the person to deliver the machine and restock it and clean it. So there's no way, if you're putting things like cell phones or key chains or like shoes or headphones in a claw machine or a big stuffed animal, nobody's going to win that. Because if they did, the machine would never pay for itself. But my daughter did win a big stuffed animal from a claw machine once, and it ruined her for the rest of her life. She's always trying to get these claw machines. She was like 3 years old, just using her little toddler magic to win an impossible game, the claw machine. And she just won like a pink unicorn or something. No, you know what it was? It was a Pikachu with a Swiss dress, like a chocolatier's dress, like a traditional, like Pikachu cultural type outfit. And she won it just by like randomly swinging the claw and pushing the button, and then she won. And she got the toy, right? And now, for the rest of her life, she'll always be chasing that high. That's the messed up part. Because she thinks it's actually possible to win a claw machine. And we all know it's not. We all know that that's not going to happen again for her. Because now she's using her analytical mind instead of her, like, magical little manifestation 3-year-old mind. And she doesn't even know how she did it. She doesn't know that the trick to those claw machine games is just having faith and going for it. And basically prayer. She basically, the first time she ever won the claw machine, it was a win because she prayed. And she didn't even know she was doing it. She just thought that she was so skilled. But she wasn't. That wasn't skill. It couldn't have been skill. Because there's no, because you know what I'm saying. She just swung that claw in there, said, "Please give me a toy," and then she pushed the button, and it gave her, and it caught a toy. And now every time she goes to a claw machine, she thinks she can do it. And she's always using my money. She doesn't have any money as a 6-year-old. So she's like, "Dad, give me $1. And I'm like, "Girl, it's not going to work." And then she's like, "No, I can do it. I've done it before, remember?" And she forgets all the times where it didn't work. But so do I, because when she looks at me and she has the confidence to say that I can do this, I'm like, "Yeah, you probably got this." I also keep trying to give her the money to do it so that she can see that I can see that it's not working. And then every time it comes up again in the future, I'll be like, "Remember how it doesn't, though? Remember how you can't?" But we forget those. We forget the losses, apparently, with gambling. Isn't that weird? Because with all the other stuff, it seems like we always forget the wins. But with gambling, it's so much fun when you win. It erases all the losses, even future losses. You can be like, no, but I won that time. I hit the jackpot on that Pikachu doll. And you never get it back. It never comes around the way you want it to. Now, if she ever wins again in the future, that would be cool. And I would appreciate that. I do want her to win. I would love if we could walk away from Winco with a new stuffed animal for $1. But then I'm forgetting my losses too, because I mean, it's probably been $20 that I've spent on these claw machines. And it hasn't ever gotten us anywhere. So if she ever does win, I'm gonna feel like we just won a stuffed animal for $1, when in reality, it was a $25 little piece of shit stuffed animal. It doesn't even really count. So that's awkward. But really, the claw machines are about the fun of the moment. It's about how fun it is to try to win. That's what you're really doing when you put your money in a claw machine. Is you're like, let's have a little fun. Let's put $1 in this machine. That's one thing inflation hasn't affected. Claw machines. Those things cost $1, no matter what. If they ever cost $2, you know what though? They have $5 claw machines now. Because they put the card reader on the claw machine. And then they put the really good stuff in there. And then you can never win. You'll never win a $5 claw machine. The price of the goods inside the claw machine, also in a stuffed animal one, to manufacture those, it's going down. You know that they can make a Pikachu stuffed animal for pennies on the dollar of what they were making those Pikachu dolls for in the 90s. So when they still charge you $1 for the claw machine, even though it's getting easier to create the toys that go inside the claw machine, I guess that's where the inflation is. So, take back everything I said. I'm just wrong. Now let's give this tattoo a little wipe and see how it turned out. Dang soapy bullshit. Ooh, squirt. We got a little squirt in there. That's nice. That's pretty nice. Should I go over it some more? Probably. Will I? Yeah. 'Cause I gots to. 'Cause I gots to. So we'll get some lube on it, as the good Lord intended. A little bit of lube. And we'll keep it going. I wipe a lot of stuff with those shirts. Not just my tattoos, like I should be. Should only be wiping my tattoos with the shirts. But it's too convenient to just grab a shirt and wipe off the counter with it. I don't recommend it. I recommend wiping your tattoos with a clean shirt if you have some soap, but I do not recommend using it for anything else. Because as soon as you wipe anything else with that shirt, you're going to remember it. And the next time you wipe your tattoo, you're going to be like, oh wait, this is the shirt I wiped my countertop with. What if I get an infection? And that's the real problem with the dirtiness factor, is that it causes worry. It doesn't really matter. You're not actually going to get an infection if you use soap to clean up your tattoos, but what you don't want is to be up at night thinking, am I getting an infection right now? You don't want to feel that suffering of just worry. So, only use your shirts for wiping tattoos, and always use soap, and then you never have to worry. That's basically it. That's basically the whole point. It's just so you don't have to be thinking about if you have an infection, because your tattoo is going to hurt. You're going to be laying in bed, and there's going to be a little bit of pain on your tattoo, and then you're going to be like, is this pain an infection? Is this an infection? With the butterfly, like, You know what I mean? That meme. Maybe I'll make a meme about it. This is such a nice tattoo. I'm glad that we came up with this tattoo idea. Because if I didn't, who knows what I would be tattooing right now. I might end up accidentally tattooing, like, a spiral on me. You know, that's the last thing you want, is to get caught tattooing a spiral instead of something with actual meaning, like this rubber ducky. This rubber ducky will not be a symbol of my new bath time fun with my new baby that's coming. This will only be a symbol for past bath time fun with my old baby and how much I miss it. And when my new baby says, "Oh, a rubber ducky, is that a symbol of our bath time fun?" I'm going to say, no, that's your big sister's bath time fun that I miss. It has nothing to do with the fun we have now. And then she'll hopefully get a little jealous. And then she'll always wonder why I love her big sister more than her. And I think that's fair. But man, as soon as my daughter grew out of bath time fun, it was sad, but I was like, thank goodness, for some reason. I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. It was a really weird dichotomy, if you will. Because every time she wanted to do it again since she started showering instead of taking baths, I've been like, no, I'm too busy for that. And that's probably where I'm messing up. I could probably make some adjustments there. Because let's be honest, bath time's fun. And I'm gonna miss it. You know, I'm gonna look back on these days and be like, why didn't I take advantage of all those offerings for bath time fun? But I feel like everybody does that. I feel like that's just the parent experience. You just get to feel bad about not doing it right for the rest of your life. And if you don't, then that's when you're doing something wrong. I feel like all the parents who do it perfectly, and then they're like, I did it perfect. I didn't miss anything. Now those are the people who are missing out. If you never missed a moment with your kids, and you were there, and you were in the moment the whole time, and you never regretted not paying attention to them, nerd. A good parent has regrets. So, just keep messing up. It's okay. Just keep messing up. And just regret it. And then, I guess we'll all find out on our deathbeds if that's right. Maybe Maybe later in life on our deathbeds, we'll all realize that I was wrong. And that the parents who were there for every moment and never missed a beat and always paid attention to their damn kids, maybe they were the right ones. Who knows? I'll put a little soap on this wet t-shirt. Wet t-shirt contest. Anybody? Classic fun. Classic good time. I'm going to call it. That's a tattoo. That is a rubber ducky tattoo that the whole world will now know that I miss bath time. Any questions? Any questions on how to do a rubber ducky tattoo while sounding like an idiot? No? Okay then.